We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. These two square off on the diamond right after this. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Colton Wong. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Colton Wong.
First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the right fielder, Justin Turner.
Standing in, Justin Turner. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Here's the first pitch to him. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
And another foul ball. Stroman isn't considered by many to be a power pitcher. He doesn't strike out a ton of guys, but he's usually very effective as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that uses his defense and makes the opponent put. Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. One there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Cardinals 0, Mets coming to bat. It's a rematch of the 2006 NLCS, and it's on the show. Jack Flaherty, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
So here's Jeff McNeil. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
Now a breaking ball, but it's low. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
2-0 now. The pitch. Grounded to third. Scooped up. And that's out number 1.
Batting second, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Now here it comes. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And he popped him up, and this will land foul. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Down in order go the Mets. Still no score. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He comes in right on the heels of driving in 5 runs in yesterday's ball game. First delivery to him on the way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. The pitch. 3-0 now. Three balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Conforto is there and he has it for the first out.
That is it. The third baseman, Tommy Edman.
So striding forward now, Tommy Edman, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
No score here as we play inning number 2. A bouncer up the middle. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Yadi Molina digging in now. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Digging in now, Jairo Munoz. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well thrown sinker that time down, but in the strike zone.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And the run will score as the Cardinals are on the board first. It's 1-0. And he's safe.
That was a nasty sinker right there. Sometimes you get a little luck on the offensive side. Definite ground ball with eyes right there.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. From the stretch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Cespedes is going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. To third now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. To the plate now, Jack Flaherty, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit foul over to the right side. Strike 2 now. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect with the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Long. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2-RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or eighth in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2-RBI base hit.
And a dive, but he's back in there. So now to the plate, Justin Turner, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. The 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. That evens it up, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. First offering on its way. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here. 0-2, here it comes. Fouled off. 4 runs here in this half inning. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
The 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Sinker. 3-2 now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much, much worse as they wind up leaving the bases loaded. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Mets nothing. So here's Yoenis Cespedes. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
0-1 the count. And the pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In his career, Cespedes comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of .500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Cano is in Don't You Know, a part of his New York nickname days. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. And he lays off for ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2.
count.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Ready on 1-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Now at the plate, J.D. Davis. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Pitch on the way.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate, where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And that misses. 2-2. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch-out, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Now at the plate, Tommy Edman. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
The 1-0. Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
And they start the 3rd inning the way they finished off the first 2, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Cespedes is after it. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Into the box now, Jairo Munoz. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Edman at third. Molina is at second with nobody out. Count even now at 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Slow roller left side. Davis brings it in, and it's in time to get him, but they do play to run on the play.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Davis.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Walker Lockett is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Walker Lockett.
Harrison Bader will be his first assignment out of the bullpen, as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away. He's set, and the pitch. And this one's in the dirt, and no advance. It's ball one. The 1-0. Lockett, a native Floridian. He was a fourth-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Another one sent foul. Now another 1-2.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball two.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Here now the 2-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses ball four. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Standing in, Jack Flaherty, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. The 1-1 home is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. And that'll bring in the former top prospect Ahmed Rosario. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch outs now, and there's one away.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Standing in now, Tomas Nido. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. One out, nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. Turner is there. 2 down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Walker Lockett.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Walker Lockett. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here's the first pitch to him.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Softly hit toward the hole. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Mets nothing. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for St. Louis.
All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go is the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Two and two the count. Line shot to first, and there's one away. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Stepping in, Justin Turner. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Striding in once again, Paul Goldschmidt comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
In for strike 2. Lays off 2-2 now.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
2 out, nobody on. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
No balls and a strike to count. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter.
1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Pitch on the way. And he misses 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left, and it's gone. Solo shot here to left, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to him.
So here's Pete Alonso. Now this is foul tipped at home plate, and that might have shot directly at our home plate umpire because he's moving a little gingerly back there. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 0-1 pitch on its way.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The 2-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Bader will wait on it, and he's got it for out number 1.
The batter, the center fielder, Michael Conforto.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Conforto. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And it's fouled away. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now back, left fielder, Joe Evans.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. First pitch on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Behind 0-2 now. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. We're through 4. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Mets 1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1, well below the zone. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. The 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Here's Cano now at second. Reined in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. At the plate, Tommy Edman. In the air to straightaway right. Back goes McNeil. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. in there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Molina, who goes just by Yachty most of the time. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
Two and 2 to the Cardinals catcher. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
I'd say this is a win already for the guy in the box. You find yourself down 0-2, you work it to even, and now it's full. You got a chance to do some damage in this situation.
Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-1.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he watches one split the middle here. 1-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And he lays off again, ball 3.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Digging in, Ahmed Rosario. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready. Here's the first offering. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, the good news is this guy can really dial it up and let it fly. The bad news is sometimes he overthrows it and has absolutely no idea where it's going. He's in a little bit of a trouble, so we'll see if he can work his way out of this.
Stepping into the box, Tomas Nido flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike one.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
A tag for one. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. Mets strand one. They're down here 5-1. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Jairo Munoz. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Two and 0 now. And now a pitch on the way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. It was a walk in his last trip. Runners on the move for second. In there. Now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first three pitches, all three down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
In now, Jack Flaherty. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Line to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third. So they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Second base.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Here's Colton Wong now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. We're in the sixth inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Skied into straightaway right. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's 6-1.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Justin Turner. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. That misses 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
From the belt, the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 2-1 home.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now a swing and a ball pulled softly out toward right. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
To the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Throw over to the bag. Runners back. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. On the ground to third. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Cards forced to settle for 1. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Mets 1. Wilson Ramos is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. And he gets ahead 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Softly on a line to third. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Into the box, Jeff McNeil. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
A runner at first with no outs here. Count is 1-2 now. On its way is pitch number 75. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
The 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. And he fouls this one off.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Again, another foul ball. The next 3-2. Fouled off. Nobody out, runner on first. Fouled away. And he finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box now, Pete Alonso, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Alonso carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. 0-1, here's the pitch. And that misses 1-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Oh, that's it.
High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And look out, that one went screaming into the home dugout. Runners on first with 1 down. Got him, and that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 1-0. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Two and two.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. A runner on first with 2 away. And this will be fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
Count this ball. 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
The left fielder, number 52. Go ahead.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one. Alex Reyes will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Number 29, Alex Reyes.
Yoenis Cespedes will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. 2 down, runners at first and second. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And there's ball 2 now.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Three and 1 to the Mets left fielder.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Here's Robbie Cano now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Cano connects as this is to deep right field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Number 10 for him on the year. And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
This game was slowly getting away from them right there, but with one swing of the bat, they find themselves down 1 with a chance to potentially tie this thing back up.
J.D. Davis the next at bat.
Third baseman.
As it's grounded sharply to first, fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Jerry's Familia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 27, Jerry Familia.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Paul DeYoung. From the stretch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like a slider there. A ball and a strike. Hard hit ball to second. There's Cano. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, third baseman, Tommy Edman.
Now to the plate, Tommy Edman. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Familia, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's a 9-year major league vet. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Grounded back up the middle. And quickly there are 2 away.
Hey, that's a great job right there. Knowing he had time to collect himself, I love the internal clock right there. Didn't rush it, took the extra step, gathered himself, and threw a bolt to first base.
So coming to the plate, Yadier Molina hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and a strike to Molina.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
The 2-1. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And he popped him up. Cano onto the grass. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals as it remains a 6-5 ball game. John Gant gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 53, John Gant.
At the plate, Ahmed Rosario. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. That's wide. 2-0. Now here's the pitch. Ball 3.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Stepping up now, Tomas Nido. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Strike called, now the throw down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Dominic Smith will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 2, Dominic.
Down the third baseline. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
And 2, here it comes. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters, and go grab some bench.
Stepping in now, Jeff McNeil, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Fouled off. Ready on 0-2.
I got the count 1 and 2.
2 out here and a runner at second. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. outside and a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The payoff pitch. Count still full, 3-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the eighth pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Eighth inning coming up. The Cardinals lead it 6-5. Robert Gesellman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 65, Robert Gesellman.
Striding into the box, Jairo Munoz. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch on its way.
Nope. Outside.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Hit to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Coming to the plate now, Harrison Bader. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Cano has it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
I'm no hitting coach, but I know they always preach. If you're going to swing, swing. Second guessed himself on that one.
Matt Carpenter will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
13, Matt Carpenter.
Hit hard up the middle. Rosario's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Jordan Hicks is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 12, Jordan Hicks.
Settling in now, Pete Alonso. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here comes the 0-1. Hicks, a native Texan. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Here's another 0-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
In now, Michael Conforto. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 pitch.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Sinker. 3-2 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. No hits to this point. First offering on its way. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? Wong for 1. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. Mets go down quickly. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Jake Marisnick will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
For the Mets. Now playing center field.
Justin Wilson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Number 38, Justin.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up Colton Wong.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th pitch is taken for ball 1. Wilson is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Back goes McNeil. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Justin Turner.
Now at the plate, Justin Turner. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sliced hard the other way, and that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. He'll get it into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
To the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt. Line hard to the left side, but this is a foul ball. One out and a runner on second base. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2 multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball, a lot of different ways to get guys out.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Unable to find the zone with the slider. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Got him.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
So now to the plate, Paul DeYoung. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Fouled away. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here comes the 1-2. Slow little grounder left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Giovanni Gallegos comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 65, Giovanni Gallegos.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano, will stride in again as we flash you back to inning number 6. And this was certainly a big blow in this one. A grand slam as he left no doubt about that one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now the 0-1. High and deep to right. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll get in at second base as the time runs aboard with a leadoff double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
So stepping in, J.D. Davis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Looking for a productive at-bat here. Get that runner from second over to third.
A runner at second, nobody out. One 0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Munoz is there to make the catch, and that's a big out, number 1.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Ready once again, Ahmed Rosario. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. From the belt, the pitch. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Runner at second here with one man out. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
At the plate, Tomasnito. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. They could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed. And now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The Mets down to their final strike. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. 2-2 to the Mets catcher.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
The Mets down to their final strike. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Cards took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jack Flaherty earns his 8th victory of the season as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Marcus Stroman couldn't work out of the third inning, taking the loss. Giovanni Gallegos records the save, his 17th on the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
First for the victorious